Growing up, that's what I was taught. Be accountable for your actions. If you do the crime, you do the time. So why is it different for these guys? It shouldn't be different. And it will not be different, because we will get justice for my brother.
Hey, so it should be about
witness the live execution.
Should be about 10 or 15 minutes until they start back up again. It said there's a counter somewhere on the screen, but they are doing the trial, and who cares? I'm tired.
That we have to go through with the court, because they're going to prolong this as long as they can, because they have no ability at all to say that that video was right. That was wrong. They killed him. This is worldwide. The nation is standing behind us. We need justice, and we demand that. They saying he died from a drug overdose. They saying that he was non-compliant. Floyd, oh, that's my brother, you guys. Let me tell you, he's an uncle. He's a father. He's a friend. Pillar of his community in Houston, Texas. Everybody loved George where he's from, and Minnesota, the people of Minnesota loved him too. The people that got to know him. And one thing about George, he will want us to get his justice for him. And them officers saying that drug overdose killed him, that did not kill him. That officer, the only one that was getting high, my brother begging for his life. That's the only one I saw getting high. As my brother begged for his life for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, begging this man, take your foot off my neck, give me some water, let me breathe. And they say when someone's dying, you know, they have visions, something close that they love so dearly. And he called out for mama. And you know, one thing, when we all get in trouble, male or female, we gonna call our mama, because mama gonna make us feel so much better. Take the situation away. So my brother screamed and called out for mom. That hurt me so dealing that traumatic hunting video. Have to watch that video, hearing them see that, and my daughter called me. My daughter's 9 years old. Called me on the phone, FaceTime me. I tried to hide this from her, but it found her. She called me crying and said, "Dad, I'm so sorry for your brother's loss." Hurts deeply. And you know, I didn't even know what to say to her. I just did what her dad would do, what my mom would have did for me. That's what my brother called out for. Just comfort her, try to make her feel better, change the subject. But she just cried. I'm just looking at her laughing like, oh, look at my baby, she's so beautiful. So strong in this situation. She's trying to comfort me in our situation. So again, Floyd, I know she's gonna miss Floyd dearly. He was a great man, brother, uncle, father, friend, pillar of his community. That's the George Floyd I know. And I wish you guys would have got to know him as that person as well, not the person they're trying to paint him to be. Do not let them paint their picture and their narrative on Floyd, because Floyd narrated his death, if y'all listen to that video. So thank you guys for coming out, for the support. Love y'all, Minneapolis. Thank y'all.
We are grateful to see that the family was able to settle with money, but we still need justice, and we still need the state of Minnesota and the city officials, the people in the political seats in this state that can make change. We need them to address the families that have led up to George Floyd. There has been over 470 murders at the hands of law enforcement, including the father of my son, who was beat to death, Justin Tigan, beat to death by the St. Paul police and thrown inside of a trash dumpster here in the state of Minnesota. There is many murders that have gone undressed at the hands of police, which led up to George Floyd. And these families are left out here just hurting, and nothing has been done to support these families besides families supporting families against police violence, Communities United Against Police Brutality, and TCC for J, Racial Justice Network, and CARES Minnesota, and there's a few others. Other than that, there is no support for the families. The people in the political seats need to do something. And I I am overwhelmed with the hurt that have been displayed here in this state that has gone unaddressed. Our families have been traumatized over and over and over again. We are hurting bad through this trial, and we want justice for George Floyd, but we also want justice for all of these other families, hundreds of families that's out here in the last 20 years, 470 bodies. Over 470 bodies that have gone unaddressed. We want justice for George Floyd and all stolen lives here in the state of Minnesota.
And those 470 from Minnesota?
Yes.
Police interactions, yeah.
From Minnesota in the last 20 years, that is the body. And only one officer has been held accountable, and that is a minority man that was killed by a white woman. So we see that he killed a white woman, but we see what's going on. This is rooted in white supremacy and white privilege, and we're tired of it because that's what led up to the murder of George Floyd.
Can't be on the wrong side of history. We making history right now. I want this in my school textbooks when I go back to school, because this is real.
We're done with this shit, okay? It's not fun and games anymore. We're fucking done with this shit.
$1 million bond? Bro, are you serious? That shit is crazy. They need to lock that dude up for life. They keep saying it was a drug overdose. Damn. A drug overdose? Are you serious? No, boy. That dude had his knee on his neck.
Black Lives Matter, justice for George Floyd.
No, I'm pretty sure that the knee on the neck, I mean, it looked bad. It didn't help the situation. But the drugs, he was already saying I couldn't breathe before he was on the ground. I can't wait for this trial to be over and for this to all go to shit.